gang? Carolina Jackpot coming at you Wednesday evening. College football 3 days away from kickoff down the Citrus Bowl. Miami Hurricanes versus the Florida Gators, and wanted to do my pick and prediction video on this game. Now, I did do a video back in, I want to say early June, maybe middle June, about this game, because it had an early line out on it, and just because, heck, I was looking for something to make a video about as far as college football goes, because there really wasn't much to talk about at the time. There were several games that came out with lines. So the thoughts that were expressed in that video may coincide with some of the thoughts expressed in this one, or they may not. Do not hold me to that. It was several months ago, and some things have changed. So Saturday night, the Gators right now are 7.5-point favorites. That line has moved a little bit. I believe it was 7 points earlier in the week, with a total of 47. Let's say what we know so far. We know that Miami is breaking in a new head coach, and that they are breaking in a new starting quarterback, which is probably a good thing, because your quarterback system last year was terrible. Absolutely horrible. And the kid that returned, N'Kosi Perry, he did not win the job. Everybody thought, I believe, that the transfer from Ohio State, Tate Martell, was going to win the job there. And surprisingly, both of them got beat out for the job by the redshirt freshman, is it Jarren Williams, who wasn't even on the team last year. He got in some kind of trouble or whatever. Anyway, he's a kid from Georgia, was highly recruited, and I've seen Miami fans down in the comment section on videos and stuff like that on YouTube when they found out that Jarren Williams was going to be the starter and it wasn't going to be Tate Martell, wasn't going to be N'Kosi Perry. They're like, well, we knew it was going to be J-Dub all the time. We knew it was going to be J-Dub's team. We knew it was just a matter of time for J. Shut up, Canes fans. No, you didn't. You thought it was going to be damn Tate Martell. And then this guy throws a damn hissy fit. What was he? Yanked the damn plaque off of his locker and all this stuff and missed practice. I guess he had a change of heart and decided he's going to switch to wide receiver. Sounds like maybe he took some advice from somebody and thought he might better take the high road instead of burning another bridge. So that's what we have going on there. Is a freshman quarterback who has never started a game before at the college level, and a brand new head coach going to be able to go out there and hang within 7.5 points of the number 8 team in the country. And I'm going to give you my prediction on it right now. I think they can. I think that Florida is going to win this game, and I think the final score is going to be 27-20. So they don't really hit the over, I guess. You hit the over. Do you hit the over? I don't know. You're not going to go over the point total. But you're not going to go under it. I think 27-20 sounds like a good final score for that game. But I don't think you cover the spread. Florida has a good nucleus of wide receivers coming back. They have a good nucleus of players in the secondary. Their linebackers are not that great. You have one linebacker returning, the David Reese guy, who's made a lot of tackles. He's been there for a good while. I think he is a senior. That's really your tackle leader on your defense. Your defensive line is okay at a couple positions. They're not elite. Miami's defense is elite, and your defense is really good. You got some really good linebackers, Shaq Quarterman, and the other kid, his name just escapes me right now because I don't have any kind of material in front of me here. Shaq Quarterman and the other guy, we'll call him. And, you're solid in your secondary. Your offense, like I say, there's a few question marks there. But, I just do not think that Florida is a number 8 team in the country. Bottom line, I just don't. And the Florida fans on here will probably throw shade my way. That's fine. I've made videos before. You people know how I feel about Florida Gators. It's my most hated team in the Southeastern Conference, and my second most hated college football team besides the Clemson Taters. Don't know why, just do. I feel like you guys are cocky and arrogant, and you have no reason to be. I mean, you haven't been good in years, and that's just a fact. I mean, last year, yeah, you finished up strong, but that number 8 ranking that you got right now, in my opinion, is an overreaction to a convincing win in the Chick-fil-A Bowl over a Michigan team, which, I mean, obviously was not interested in even playing the ball game. Hell, half their starters sat the damn game. I mean, you know, what did you expect? And then your rivalry game, you beat up on a shit show Florida State team. It's the worst team that they've had down there in 40-something years. And Felipe Franks, yes, he did improve his numbers last year. What was he, 24 touchdowns and 8 interceptions? But those numbers were kind of padded towards the end of the year, against the crappy Michigan team who didn't carry the bowl game, against the crappy Florida State team, against the crappy Idaho team. You played Missouri, you got absolutely boat raced. You played my Gamecocks, should have lost. Still mad about that one a year later. You lost to Kentucky. I mean, well, which I can't say nothing. We lost to Kentucky too. On the bright side, I mean, you did show up and play really good in some games last year. And you blew Tennessee out in their own building. What else did you do good? Yeah, your game against Georgia was not an absolute blowout. Yeah, they won 36-17, but people forget that game was really tight. Still in the middle of the third quarter. You had a goal line stand against them, turned them back. I mean, you really didn't play that bad in that game. You beat LSU in a really, really good game. So, there was some upside last year, but there was some downside too. I don't think you're a number 8 team. I think you're a top 15 team. I think you should be ranked about number 15, not number 8. But like I say, overreaction to what happened in the bowl game. I don't think you're that good. I think you will beat Miami on Saturday night just because of the fact that you are more experienced, and I like the fact that your experienced offense against Miami's experienced defense is a matchup that I like better than Miami's very inexperienced offense going against your somewhat experienced defense. Did I say that right? I think I did. At any rate, that's how I feel about that one. Obviously, I wish there was a way both teams could lose. I'm just kidding. I'm not. I wish there was a way that I could tell you that the Florida Gators were going to lose and that Miami would win this ball game. Not because I have any love for Miami. I have no love for Miami because of the way that you played in the ACC championship game a couple years ago against Clemson. You were our chance. You were the shining beacon of light to take them out of the playoffs, and you absolutely laid a turd with no clean end. The damn turnover chain was not broken. It was cut in half and blown to smithereens. You lost 38-3. Didn't even show up. I don't like you no more. You're going to have to get back in my good graces after that one. Florida wins Saturday night. Book it because Carolina Jackpot said so. I'll see y'all later, and I can't wait for the next Saturday night when the real games get started. You know what I'm saying? Woo! Go Gamecocks!